Nuradin, cold December nights, but when the football's that easy, we don't mind, do we, mate?
I'm warm, mate. 3 goals, 3 points, keeps me warm, and I'll take it any day, any time. It's one of the first games in a while where there was zero anxiety. I sat there as soon as Rashford scored that brilliant corner set piece. I was chilled, I was happy. The second goal came, and it was one of those that literally rolled over the line. And the third goal, innit? You know, we were singing in it at Stretford, and Fred will tear you apart again. But for me, I want to talk about Casemiro tonight, mate. Honestly, everywhere I looked, every time there was a bit of impetus for him, he's there. And obviously, he tops it off with the third goal that he assists. Always first, always using his intelligence. I questioned his signing because I'm like 30 years old, 5-year contract. It was like his grandkids are jumping, you know what I mean? They're jumping for joy. They're not even born, they're not even in this world yet, but they're jumping joy in Brazil. But it's one of those things, man. It's in the Copacabana beach, I meant to say. But it's one of those things where I look at him and think, I wish we had him 5 years ago, because how much difference would this guy have made to that team? Like, if we had him 5 years ago, I don't think Man United have trophyless for 5 years, because today, his performance was just exceptional, mate. And you know, sometimes he's going to catch people because he's not quick as he was across the ground, but every duel, his intelligence, honestly, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
On that there, mate, because it's like you look at that starting line up there, another makeshift defence, but comfortable again. And that, do you know what, mate, that's down to Ten Hag leading confidence in this team throughout the squad, because the squad is what we're using at the moment. We're getting players like Wan-Bissaka getting 2 starts in a row. We've got midfielders playing at centre-back, left-backs playing at centre-back, and we still look comfortable, mate.
100%. You know what? We look comfortable because the players, Adam, look like they know what they're doing. When they get on that pitch, they know there's a plan. How many times did you see this inverted right back, Wan-Bissaka tonight? You've seen him in a number 8 position, you've seen him in a number 10 position. I'm like, is that the same? Obviously, he needs to improve on the ball, but he's positioning himself and that he's listening to Ten Hag's instructions. I thought it was brilliant, because that's what we are now. We can leave. We were leaving Varane and Luke Shaw 2 against 2, halfway line, and we can't do that with Maguire. That's the biggest thing, mate. We can't ever leave that with Maguire. But I thought Luke Shaw looks like he's played there for a long time. You know what I mean? He looked like, and I was worried about this game, Adam. Genuinely worried, because obviously they signed 23 players, but they had a proper pre-season because they've had 6 weeks together. Do you know what I mean? How many of them went to the World Cup? Maybe 3 in their squad. The Swiss guy and the 2 Welsh lads. That's what I'm saying. Everybody else was together, so I was genuinely worried, thinking they've rested, they've trained, they've worked on this game for a long time in terms of the game plan, and we blew it out within first 15-20 minutes. Rashford scores, and then they have to come out. They have to come out a bit. They have to try to play and try to get in the game. But yeah, my favourite moment of the night though was the VAR in it. Both sets of fans singing, you know, FVAR. Next minute, we get it, and we're like, we love VAR. That's what it was for me. But Casemiro tonight, I thought he was unplayable, and I thought in that first half, Rashford is a different player than what we saw last season. The levels of confidence, even to set the goal up, the bit of skill to get the ball across to Martial. He was getting frustrated there towards the end when he went down the middle, because they weren't playing that ball quick enough. So everybody looks hungry. I just hope that this virus that they've got, hopefully, we get it out of our system, because we've got. Have you seen the January fixtures, mate?
Mate, I've seen it. I know.
It's going to be mad.
Just talk to me there. Ten Hag said in midweek you can see Rashford scoring 20 league goals this season. Can you see it? The way I think this is that's the best I've seen Rashford in a United shirt.
Yeah, you know what?
In a United shirt.
You know what? I would say when he first burst into this, when we won the Europa League. No, actually, when Ollie first came, he looked like unplayable, unstoppable. And that season where him and, you know, Mr. 11 and Martial scored all those goals, you know, they were playing in a triangle, they were interchanging. I thought that was brilliant. But tonight, what I noticed tonight was that Bruno and Eriksen interchanging. How many times did Bruno go deep and pick up the ball?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They were interchanging. The midfield, I feel as though there's an understanding now. There is a rhythm and pattern.
Plan B.
And you know what? Shout Donny out. That's one of the best where he's come on in the game for a long time,
Best
where he
cameos.
looks, yeah,
But
honestly.
mate, you just said it then, mate. The fixture list piling up. We're gonna need these players, mate.
And even Maguire, we're going to need these players.
Yeah.
We're going to need them, even though he stops the way we play in a certain way in terms of the highlight. But Rashford looked brilliant. But I think, Adam, I said it before. Ronaldo, even Ronaldo was saying he wanted to leave. Man United need to go and get a striker, whether Ronaldo stayed or not. Man United have had 7 months to go and figure out who their centre half is.
Yeah.
And this sale business, I have to see it to believe it, mate. I have to see it to believe it.
Talk
right?
about that more, mate.
Honestly, I have to see it to believe it, mate. And for me, they have to act in the best interest of this football club if they want to. So they need to go and get somebody on loan or somebody to go and buy somebody. To me, the guy that I want, and every people are telling me, oh, they're not going to sell him. All the Red Bull teams, Leipzig will sell. Get Benjamin Sesko, mate. Go and get him. What was the last striker that we had?
Yeah.
Lukaku was the last guy that we thought, you know what, he could be here for 10 years. All the Simmer Frame FC, short-termism. We need to stop this, mate.
Yeah.
And for me, Man United need a striker still, because Martial, honestly, and that's why Eric Ten Hag took him off tonight, because we need to wrap him up. Like he said, the fixtures are coming.
Yep.
So that's why he took him off early. He's like, you got your goal, mate. Come up, you're coming off. And we need somebody, mate. We need a presence, and this is what this team needs. For me, I'm genuinely not gutted about about Gakpo, because I think I'm not waiting for a guy to learn to be a striker. I want somebody who can hold up the ball. And the guy that I can see out there, and RB Leipzig and the Red Bull lot, they always sell. Just give him the money. But then, have you got any money? Apparently, well, we're a billion in debt. 17 years of ownership and $1 billion in debt. Disgraceful. Glazers out. Casemiro, superb. Absolutely superb, mate.
Good way to finish, mate. Cheers, Nuradin.